now we are.
You POS.
It's
We
like three
definitely ain't
buttons need
live.
to be. They three buttons need to be. Hey yo, this is the Ray Ray was right show. I am your host. They call me Ray Ray. Ray Ray stupid. Oh man.
There we
And
go. There we go.
yes,
Yeah, now
sir.
we live.
Yes, sir. Now we are live. And we got the Desert Sultan himself is in here. Mr. Talk That Shit himself. Shaan786. How you doing today, sir?
What is going on, Playboy?
Oh, everything's great around here, sir.
That's
Oh,
good, bro. Listen, first of all, shout out to you, Ray, for
thank you.
putting in the work, and shout out to you for inviting me as well, man. So shout out to you, and shout out to the people in the chat. Please hit that like button, guys. We got some good stuff to talk about.
Yes, sir. Hit that like button. And we didn't stop there. We brought out all the big guns today. We got Mr. Darkness himself. Dirt. Motherfucking Griggity. How you doing today, sir?
What up, though? How do I sound? Do I sound all right? I ain't too low or nothing, man.
No, I can. No, you're not too low. I can always cut y'all up over here if they think y'all low. But
No, we sound good. We sound good.
okay. All right. So we didn't have a full week this week with the showcase and everything. Let me go and put this in my I've been trying to do better with the what you call little thing, the timestamps. So, um, what did y'all fellas think? I guess Sean go first about the Xbox the Xbox Dev Direct Showcase.
Yeah, when it comes to this, first of all, shout out to was it some of the homies there and the showcase. That's right, Playboy. Do you hear that? The showcase, direct
Uh,
showcase. That's what I like to hear. But anyway, getting back to this last, if you remember last year, really, we got to see the first show, and I feel like this format is perfect because this is focused on the developers. They are showcasing the game. They are talking about what they're doing with the game, like what's in the game, what they're working on from gameplay to audio, and what the team is doing behind the scene. And this is the whole point. When everybody wants to know about, like, it's funny and it's funny about this because when people say what about the developers? We should support the developers. This is supporting the developers, showing like what exactly goes behind the scene, how much hard work it is, putting like little details, if it's from gameplay, audio, just doing research about a certain character. I like what they're doing right now for Developer Direct, especially with the first party teams. I really do believe every team deserves a spotlight, and this is the way to do it. The format is fantastic,
Mm-hmm.
player.
And Dirt, what do you think?
yeah, I agree with Sean, man, because see, I'm the type I like when developers, talk about their game for like 5, 6, 7 minutes. That's why I don't consider this a showcase, Sean. To me,
The showcase in the game.
yeah, but they're talking about it. A showcase, in my point. You know what? Who gives a shit? But anyway, yeah, I love it, man. I hope this is an annual thing. Xbox has so much content in development. This will probably be an annual thing. Yeah, man, I love the whole idea of the developers direct. Guarantee you might see somebody else try to copy that. Because I think it is very successful. We saw Sean Boy Jeff Keighley put out a poll, and I think the highest, the A won. B was like a close second. So yeah, people seem to be enjoying the show. Besides, the obvious haters, but yeah,
Mm.
I I like the whole
Yeah,
style of the show. Good shit.
yeah. I'm really digging the format, and I think it's a very good way to start the year off. You start the year off. You give us our expectations in the beginning of January, so we know at least for the first half of the year, and a lot of those games was in the second half. But you know what's coming out, what's coming in the roadmap. We don't actually have to wait for E3 like we always used to have to do. It's,
Mm-hmm.
you can show us because we know it's more games that's coming out than those games. Like
Mm-hmm.
none of that we couldn't they couldn't show any of the Activision games, but you still have stuff like Flight Simulator and Towerborn and other things that are coming out that wasn't at that. But you give us a taste, so we won't be like we're gonna fall behind. We don't actually look like we wait like we always had to do wait for E3, wait for E3. We don't have to do that right now. We know what's going. We know what we getting, and we know the bangers, and a lot of that stuff we've been wanting to see. So we're gonna get into that right now.
You're
And
really they're saying you're a bit low.
I'm low. All right, I got
On my phone you sound fine, but obviously these guys, if they're in the truck or
Ray
something,
Ray
is a
just,
bit different.
I mean, like Ray Ray talk low any damn way.
you. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I turned it
the
up.
POS.
I turned it up. I should be high now. So I turned it
No,
down
yeah.
earlier because in my ear I was really loud, so I turned it down. So I should be good now. So we seen a lot of we got stuff from games that we haven't seen before. We haven't seen yet from Avowed and Indiana Jones, and we had I don't even know what to call it, a stealth announcement with Visions of Mana. What
That's
game?
right.
Yeah.
What game stuck out to y'all the most, and why? Sean.
You,
Or Dirt?
yeah, I would say the most when we heard that Indiana Jones was gonna be there. I think a lot of people focus was towards that game because we have seen Hellblade and about before, so
Mhm.
the focus shifted to Indiana Jones, and everybody was expecting what is this game is going to be for Machine Game? This is a great team. What they're known for. There was a lot of questions about will it be Harrison Ford? Will it be will it be the likeness, or will it be someone totally different? We managed to figure. We found out. We found out on the live show, and will it be first or third person? And obviously, before that, like Todd Howard interviews were talking about, is a bit of a mixer between both. And we found out, and I think the most anticipated game for this developer direct showcase was Indiana Jones, because a lot of people know Indiana Jones. They know the movie's been around for like 40, 50 years, so
Mhm.
people know about this IP. This is a Disney IP, a big IP from Lucas as well. So people want Steven Spiel. I believe Steven Spielberg made the first two. I believe there. Am I right on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe the
I believe the
first
first
3.
two or three. I can't remember anyway.
Yeah.
So this is a big IP, and everybody's talking about it from the gaming to the even like the movie junkie people are talking about it on podcasts. So for me, Indiana Jones was definitely the one I was looking forward to, and it showed really well.
Were you an Indiana Jones fan before this?
Oh, 100%. Harrison Ford, I would say that's probably his best movies he's ever done as a series. The trilogies, there's always been the best for him, and as an actor as well. So I was there. I was ready for it day one, and I think a lot of people always wanted the Indiana Jones. Like it's been like over a decade or two since we got an Indiana Jones games back in the day from the OG Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to see this IP make a comeback, and I'm happy. One of the biggest key was definitely Harrison Ford. Got the looks from Harrison Ford. That's what we needed because people recognize him as Indiana Jones, and they nailed that.
And so yeah, I think that's the one that surprised me actually with the Indiana Jones was because I didn't know was it because I'm also a third person. I think y'all two are, but I'm a third person type person when it comes to like action games. And when I seen it at first I was skeptical, but then I had to think about it like they want you to be Indiana Jones. They want you to feel the whip and everything else. And this studio is very, very good at first person games. That's what they do. So
That's what they're known for. Yeah, for the engine. Like, I would be honest with you, I would prefer the mix. If say for example, say it's like 65%, 70% first person, the rest is third person. I would have preferred the switch. But this is a team they're making, and they want to prove that this is what we're gonna do with this game. We're gonna prove that it works in first person, and I believe it showed really well. They showed it off, and this game is probably at least 6 to 8 months out, unless it gets delayed. But
mm,
at least 6 to 8 months out. And Machine Game is known to make good-looking games, good gameplay, and good stories. So no doubt this team is gonna do a great job when it comes to Indiana Jones, and I really do believe with Todd Howard as well as an executive producer, he's a big fan of this IP, this
mm,
character. I reckon they're gonna do it justice.
it should. So Dirt, what game would stood out to you the most or impressed you the most?
Yeah, I'm with Sean. Indiana Jones because we've seen a lot of Hellblade. We seen Avowed last year. Um, don't really care about the other two games they show, Aura and that whatever that mana shit is. So I agree with Sean. Indiana Jones was the game that won. Man, it's a surprise. We was not expecting that game to drop this year. We just
Mm-hmm.
wasn't expecting it to drop this year.
Mm-hmm.
So not only did they say it's going to be at the Developers Direct, damn, it's going to drop this year. So we wanted to see what was going on with the game. Like Sean said, people was debating third person, first person. We just didn't know. Will they have Harrison Ford likeness? And we got all the answers, bro. So yeah, I'm extremely excited about that game. I think the game looks great. And for it to be dropping this year, man, dope shit, bro. It's huge.
Yeah, it's one of the few times that I actually seen a trailer or a walkthrough, and it got me more hyped for that game. Because usually when I kind of know what I like to play, and I was like, basically for a first person action game, I was like, oh, 'cause I didn't like back in the day like Mirror's Edge. I wasn't a fan of.
I love
Oh,
I love Mirror's Edge.
I love Mirror's Edge. Yeah.
It was the first. It literally was the first person with me. And I know what it was, and I was like, it wasn't for me.
Right.
That
And
was a dope game, Ray, and like sorry to like interrupt on
you
that.
good?
For sure, like it can be done. It can be done really good if we can do it right. And I really do believe like the way they showcased it, I feel like they're gonna do it justice. And you were talking about when you were watching this, and I think many people, a lot of people, forget the gaming streets. We are talking about people who like review like movies and TV shows. They're talking about this game because the way they showed it and the way it had the essence from Indiana Jones, it felt like an Indiana Jones movie. Do you know what I mean? And that's what people got that tone like, yo, this it fits with the storyline in between Temple and Raiders. So I really do believe they nailed it with just the character, the way that he was speaking as well. Shout out to Troy Baker, the way they were showing off as well, like some of the puzzles, the music as well. And I think they nailed that. And I think that's what people know Indiana Jones for, just for that character, funniness, and the music as well. And it feels like it's going to be an adventure when you play in this game.
And
Yeah,
that's
I can't wait for it.
Yeah, me too. Like that's one of those things. When I seen it though, and when I'm like I said, I'm not a huge first person action gamer, and I'm like, damn, that shit actually look good. Like I went in after I watched it with y'all, and then I was at work, so I was watching it on my phone. So I got home and I rewatched it in 4K, and I was like, damn. I like not just Indiana, but I was like, I heard people saying that Val didn't look good, and I watched it in 4K and on the OLED. I was like, the fuck are y'all talking about? Y'all,
Oh yeah.
I was like, what are y'all talking about on this one? Even that horror game looked it nice, but it's not coming to Xbox. So me personally, I don't know, like why are you there? It's not coming to Xbox day one. You gotta wait up, but because I understand the whole, you have to wait because of controller issues with that game. But we should be we should be past that. We didn't have Age of Empires. They have World's Edge that help people out all the time. We should be past that wait for strategy RTS games. And but it is what it is. It was there. It looked nice. And but back on Indiana, and like I said, I'm a casual fan of Indiana, the movies and everything. And I seen them. I seen all of them besides the most recent ones. And I was like, damn, I can actually. It literally gave me that Uncharted kind of feel, even though it's not Uncharted. You know what I'm saying? It's not all the way. So you got that adventure of or Lara Croft on Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider feel. So I was like, okay, and this is where that was stuck. You know, those came from. And I guess I wondered, did y'all guys see people now saying they get what's the word they using? Motion
Sickness.
Oh, bro.
If you go with that bullshit, really, as soon as this, then first of all they found out, like, it was funny though because we have seen this multiple times when it comes to Xbox games when people are live streaming, and they remember this, and we talked about this yesterday in TTS. That dude, when he's in Perfect Dog, and when he's in the Xbox logo, they go, "Oh my god, Xbox logo!" And as soon as they find out about Blade, Indiana Jones is, that's ZeniMax, that's part of Xbox, it's going to be exclusive to the ecosystem. Do you know what? Because I'm an Indiana Jones fan, but do you know what? Because it's Xbox, I don't like first-person games anymore. But these dudes are here loving PlayStation VR player, loving Destiny, loving
right.
Call of Duty games. But now, all of a sudden, Indiana Jones gives me sickness and I can't play. So I'm glad I'm gonna give it a miss. You know the cap is unreal. Then when you see shit, all of a sudden, Ray, when they showed off this game, the next day or the following day, whoever reset error and is on Twitter streets. Well, I'm not a big fan of first person game because it gives me motion sickness. Well, it's convenient, ain't it? As soon as that happens, boom, I don't like first person games.
It's crazy, bro. Ain't it funny how that happened?
Real.
You know what? That just goes to show you that. That's why I'm so happy we have channels like ours. You know, WBZ, TTS, Ray Ray shows, all these other guys out here that's bots because we see what's happening because for years, you know, the Xbox has no games, and then all of a sudden they have games. Every excuse in the world is created to somehow downplay Xbox games now, right?
Mhm.
Every excuse in the world. Like all of a sudden you got motion sickness. So, first person games have been around for years now, but all of a sudden y'all have motion sickness. Get the hell out of here, man. That just goes to
It's
show you,
crazy.
like the net, like me and Sean always say, the narrative will always change. The goalposts will always move. Destroy Xbox for not having games. Now Hellblade is blurry. Now a game like Hellblade isn't long enough. You know, it's like this shit is crazy to me, man. It will never end. Avowed looks like shit. These games trash. Blah blah blah. That show was trash. Xbox is dead. What? Get out of here, bro. I'm telling you, man. I mean, I've seen somebody still say like yesterday on Twitter, like Xbox, your favorite brand is dying. Like what? It's crazy, man.
The ponies are coming by, bro. The ponies are coming by, man.
They never come by on a Saturday. The Saturday's the chill.
They
come
know
out.
what's up,
I
Rere.
retweeted it. Maybe that's why I
It-
retweeted it.
it's
That's what it
crazy,
is,
though.
probably. They're seeing
It's
the names
funny.
and like, oh shit, these POSs, let's go in there, let's make fun of it.
I got mine
This
in the
shows you,
chat.
bro, like Rere, and it shows you, man, Indiana Jones and like other future games like Hellblade, it's got these dudes hurt because
It
they want to
does.
play this game. They want this game on the platform, but these games are no longer available on their platform. So what are they gonna do? Take the piss out of the game, make excuses, find something that they don't like. Trust me, if this was a full third person game, guys, what would it have been? Uncharted copy.
Oh, that would
Look,
have
Uncharted
killed
looks
it.
better. That's what would have happened straight away.
They would have did. They'd have did Uncharted. They didn't Last of Us. They'd have put it against every third party game, third person game that you can find. Before I go, I want to thank Stanley Francis for joining the chamber, sir. Thank you, sir. We always appreciate every member that's in the chamber. And we also got Iron Mike with the 5. He says, so many butthurt. Oh, F is so many butthurt fuck niggas with. Why did? Okay, I hate this. I messed that up. So hold on, Mike. I got you. I messed it up. I put it behind. I put it behind the thing and it shouldn't have. It says so many fuck niggas with motion sickness is third person and accessibility feature now. Ooh,
Facts, bro.
hey, and it's crazy. Yeah, so with that whole motion sickness thing, it just like it's like they grabbing us. I'm gonna be 100%. It's like the media and the ponies are working together. They just come out with the wildest things and they expect everybody to run with it. Cause come on, motion sickness. That's what we're going. That's what we're going with. Especially when you have a. I didn't hear nobody say that when, like I said, PSVR 2 came out, or any of the games that they would want to play. They play. These are the same people that sell the most with Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty's a first person game. Why is it that nobody has the issue when Call of Duty come out? You don't get motion sickness or anything. And I hear them crying about it. I'm like, y'all just making yourself a little weak now. Talking motions, y'all have a sickness because y'all playing a video game now. Now y'all just looking real soft with the whole thing. I understand it. We all in this console war and we're going back and forth and all that, but y'all, the media, and I might bring up this Chris, what's his name? Chris Dring, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his tweet. Yeah.
He says Xbox lineup. He said a couple more things because he also said something that I couldn't find. I don't know if he deleted it or not. But he said the Xbox lineup for 2024 is looking pretty nice. Some of those games are a little different for the usual Xbox stuff, too. Indiana Jones and Hellblade is particularly look a little PlayStation-esque. Obviously, they need to deliver, but good potential there, particularly on my PC. So he threw two shots in there. Why are we saying something little PlayStation is? It's a third person game.
Hey, Ray,
Yes, sir.
if you're saying it's PlayStation-esque, what's the problem with the PlayStation game is why they're saying they get motion sickness?
I don't know. It don't make sense. It don't make sense, does it? And so and they also he wanted to throw the PC jab in there, but to me, at this point, we all come to the realization that Xbox is PlayStation, PlayStation is Xbox. So we did that time crap got annihilated by Phil.
Mm-hmm.
So when they say things are PlayStation S, and we know what that means. They third person over the shoulder action game. But they have nothing that looks like Hellblade. Not one game. Like nothing looks like, to me, Hellblade is the best looking game I ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And with Indiana Jones, be honest, I haven't seen with that whip and everything, the way the puzzle. I pretty much haven't seen anything look like anything that does what it does so far. Now,
a very long time, bro.
In a very long
time, yeah.
Very long time. So that's how I kind of feel about that. What do y'all think about Chris Dream? Because he also made a statement. I couldn't find it about PlayStation is so far ahead they can live off third party this year. That's paraphrasing it, but I couldn't find it. I think
I wonder if he's deleted it.
I couldn't find it.
I screenshot it though.
Yeah, it's on my phone, but it wasn't on my computer because he's gonna be my next topic in my video. But
I'm gonna tell you exactly what he said because I'm reading right. When you're that far in the lead, basically every game is a first party.
It's on the screen, Ray. You got it.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, well, you had it on the screen. Yeah, you did have it.
I had it the whole time, so now I can find for my video. But so what do y'all think? What do y'all two think about that? That's crazy because every time Xbox do something well, it seems like they want to knock them back a peg a little bit, by throwing the other two or other consoles into it. So what do y'all two think about that?
That's exactly what it is, man. I always said the word. I've been saying this for like a couple years now. Entitlement. See, because PlayStation is the leader, because PlayStation consoles are selling extremely well, that arrogance, that like like when the Cowboys was winning championships, y'all had an arrogance. Mm-hmm. When the Lakers was winning championships, it was arrogance. Y'all thought y'all couldn't be touched, right? Mm-hmm. So PlayStation fans are the same way. Now, this guy just happens to work for the media, but they're the same exact way. There's arrogance. They're like, when you're first place, all games are pretty much first party. Get the fuck. It's crazy at this point because what Xbox is doing is everything they said Xbox needs to do. Xbox needs new IPs. Xbox needs some licensed games like a Blade or Indiana Jones. They need something besides Halo, Gears, and Forza. They need some damn games. And it's funny, Xbox is doing that. Now we got guys in the media talking shit. So, well, like I said before, bro, it's embarrassing the way these guys act. When you're in a position like these guys are in, you should try to hide your bias because people go to you, people depend on you for unbiased news. And you guys going out here, this POS going out here, just showing his bias. PlayStation's in the lead. PlayStation's in the lead. Man, look, bro, I'm so tired of it. And it pisses me off. Honestly, it pisses me off because it's like when your favorite platform isn't still not getting the credit they deserve, when they fix all of the previous issues they had in last generation, people still pushing them back, stumping them down like F Xbox, blah, 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 blah. And listen, man, it's not just the ponies. It's guys like this. That's why I'm pissed off.
Sean, what you think?
It makes a great point there. You got to understand, like, when it comes to, like, look at the games that's been showcased this year. These are the games you get on, maybe a couple more surprises as well. And even though you do a good job showing these games and showing like what game is coming up from first party, the media, hide your bias. You're a media person. People are coming for information. But when you're out here and saying every game is first party because you're the head, you're the market leader, That is saying some shit. How can you win over the customers? Forget the gamers out there when you can't even win the media.
Correct.
That's a challenge in its own. That's the problem. Because when these casual gamers look to like gaming media side, who do they look to? Look to the IGN, Christopher Dring, other like YouTubers, like media YouTubers. They look to them people. GameSpot. If they're saying PlayStation #1, all of the games is first party, Xbox is done okay-ish. How can you beat these guys when the casuals are looking at these guys, looking at the media people like that? Because they're getting the information from these guys. And when you got like Christopher saying every game is first party when you the leader, that's the problem, that bro. Just say straight up, say look, Xbox has done a great job. Fair plays. They're dropping first party games, but no, I want to play this on my Switch. I might play this on my PC, or it looks like PlayStation X games. This is the problem we're having right now with the media. And when we say it's media bias, this is what we're talking about.
That
And I know
tax.
people run with the Xbox tax, but we talk about the media bias.
Mm-hmm.
They should report on it 100% with honesty, because you are the media people. People look up to you guys or look for information. They come to your website, and when they see shit like that, what are they gonna think? Xbox doesn't have no games. Xbox, PlayStation is #1. Every game that's coming to PlayStation is only on PlayStation, and that's the problem, bro. So hopefully, as time goes on, Xbox somehow diffuses that, but I doubt. I think the media is the media,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna continue to shit on Xbox no matter what, no matter how good they do. They're gonna continue to shit on Xbox and give like PlayStation and the Switch a freebie.
Yeah. Hey, can I
Yeah.
say something right quick?
Sure.
Ray, let me say something right quick before you go. Sean is absolutely right, but all I could think about sometimes is the 360 generation, because the media was so friendly to Xbox in that generation, because Xbox was killing PlayStation. Right? People want to talk about how it ended, but pretty much the PlayStation outsold Xbox after the damn Xbox One and PS4 came out. They were destroying PlayStation. So the media knew they had to be friendly to Xbox, because most of the people had Xboxes out there, especially in the States. They destroyed the PS3 in the United States, bro, by like 15, 16 million consoles. So they were much more friendly to the Xbox 360. But since now PS4, PS5 is the leader, it's like they just constantly bash Xbox, and their true feelings come out. How they really feel come out. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
it is what it is. But Xbox just keep on doing what they're doing, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and it's kind of from what both of y'all said. How can, if you can't get the media on your side, how can why you even give a fuck about what they think then? That's another thing that I don't. Sometimes I get mad at Xbox because I feel that they listen to the wrong people sometimes. But when you have the media, which we all supposed, like, let's just say the beginning of the Xbox One generation, right? Or really the end of the 360 generation. When we had news sites, when you got your IGNs, your GameSpots, your Nakataku, nobody ever went there. But the other ones that were around, some of them long gone by now. The Game Pros, Game Informers, so on. You wanted news. You didn't want them to be super biased. You wanted to know what game come out, what trailer going out, what's gonna be, what's gonna be in the game, and stuff like that. You don't even get that now. You getting almost like hit pieces, like they all Inquirer or something. Like so when you get these people like a Christopher Dream, and not just him, you can go to Ryan McCaffrey, who he was on his high horse about it being only digital and all of stuff, which I can kind of get, but you didn't say anything when what's Not Alone in the Dark? What's the game that just came out?
Alan Wake.
Alan Wake came out. So they pick and choose when they want to scream about something.
When it benefits them, really, that's the word you're looking for. When it benefits them. Here's the thing, bro. Xbox is gonna push the leadership. They try to do this digital shit back in 2013. We know what went down then. They're gonna push this shit again, and what's gonna happen? They're gonna say Xbox is ripping you away from physical games. They're doing this, they're doing that. Physical editions, special editions, collector's editions. They're gonna do that shit as soon as Nintendo or PlayStation does it like more frequent. Watch how they praise them guys. Xbox is pushing that narrative, and they're trying to be well. Who isn't digital right now? A lot of 80% people, 70-80%
Yeah.
Everything on PC.
digital. As soon as Xbox does it, what like Alan Wake was not a problem. Hellblade is a problem, and I believe the first game was digital until later they did like a
Mm-hmm.
physical
Yeah.
version.
Right.
So the media, no matter what, whatever Xbox does first or pushing something, like pushing gamers into the future, because that's the whole point. We consume our content in digital right now, most of us. So they're pushing that, and as soon as the media sees that, right, let's get on Xbox. Let's talk that shit about Xbox. Why is Xbox doing this? Xbox is ripping you away from physical copies and collector's edition. Hellblade 2 is there. It's a digital copy only. That's not good for us physical guys, and they want to do that because they get the clicks. But as soon as PlayStation or Alan Wake does it or another game does it, it's not a problem player. And that is the problem that Microsoft will always have, no matter what. They've been fighting that. They've been fighting for the past decade or two over that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna change, personally.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna change. You still need them to get kind of the word out, but right now, YouTubers and Twitchers, Twitch streamers, and other people, they kind of get the word out a little bit better by you just giving them a key and basically telling them what you can say and what you can't say and how far you can go. Because I mean, only time I ever even go to IGN, it got to be something that I know none of us gonna have, nobody that in the YouTube gonna have. But other than that, I don't even go to them. You got to get your news somewhere, and Xbox still gives them the first crack at everything. So, but it seems like they're dying away, and they actually doing it to themselves. They're not. It's nobody's doing it to them. They're actually doing it to themselves. Instead of them just being journalists, which is a loose word these days, because people don't even that it used to be. Being a journalist used to actually mean something, and it don't right now. And I know, chat, that I'm not reading. Reading, y'all just going way too fast for me today. But y'all use the
He,
emojis. I see them going on the screen and everything. Now, what you about to say?
he's the thing, player. The journalism, the game has changed right now. A lot of these journalists, they've been to school, they've seen these YouTubers such as ourselves or like bigger guys like Colt Eastwood and that getting invited to this press conference, like early press game like Redfall.
Mm,
They are seeing these YouTubers like from guys who never been college for this type of work.
mm,
They getting all the press content. They getting the interviews from Aaron Greenberg, Larry Herb, Mikey Barter, Jason Ronald. They seeing these dudes making moves, getting more views on YouTube. That's why a lot of these guys are upset. But at the end of the day, it makes a difference. Like IGN is still a big, big publication, no matter what.
mm.
Everybody, because they do movies, TVs, music, hardware, gaming. So it's a big website, even GameSpot and other sites. So the casuals, no matter what, we make a small percentage as hardcore guys. But the casuals always go to the main sites and they see what they see, and they're gonna believe that. It's simple as that, play. And like they're not like I would say like someone like who's that dude, Jason Schreier.
Yeah.
Even though he's a POS, he does his work.
Mm.
He
Yeah.
does his work,
He does.
and there's not even though he shows his biasness, he does his work. And there's only a few people out there, but I think overall, they've seen a lot of these YouTubers coming up on the streets, influencers as well, and they're making a dent. They're taking away their money, bro. And don't mess with people's money. When IGN, GameSpot, even like Colin Moriarty, when he took a dig at certain people like Colt Eastwood, Clobriel, and these type of people, that dude probably did go to university,
Mm-hmm.
learning, studying journalism and all that bullshit. But when you got guys like Colt Eastwood coming up, making money, making moves, getting interviews, they get a bit pissed off at that because these guys
But
didn't spend like a couple of years in university. These guys came out of nowhere, did a bit of console war shit, built their channel, and that's what these dudes are getting upset because they're making a dent in the streets. In the streets.
yeah, they feel
Yeah.
threatened. What do you think, Dirt?
Yeah. Same thing, man. Like it in the past, there was not this platform like a YouTube, where people like regular people can go ahead and show their talent. I saw an interview the other day, and like comedian was saying how the bigger comedians or like the comedians that paid their dues the hard way, going to small comedy clubs and eventually make it big. They hate these YouTube guys that's making big money, these YouTube Instagram comedians, because they didn't have to do that in the past, right? But now guys, like, because of social media, they have a platform, they can just show off their talent and people gravitate to it. It's funny stuff. So some of the comedians that's been around for years hate it. Same thing with, like Sean said, guys like Colin Moriarty. You see guys like Cody Wood, like some other YouTubers, and just being really successful where they didn't, I guess, quote unquote, have to pay their dues, and they don't like it. They don't like it, man. So we see guys like Colin diss people for having the passion for their favorite brand, which he does also. He has a passion
Of
for
course.
PlayStation, right? So when you see guys like Clobriel who has a passion for Xbox and he bashing them and hating on them, man, shut up, bro. That's why I take it personal when people come in my comment section and talk about you 50, you close to 50 years old and you doing this, man. Who are you to judge me, punk? What was you looking for on YouTube where you found my channel, right? Because you was looking for something to where you ran into my damn channel.
Exactly.
And like, don't be hating on a passion that a person has. As long as you ain't hurt nobody, commit no crimes, what do you care? If you have a passion for fishing, enjoy. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? So when people come here, oh man, you doing this, you doing that, it pisses me off, bro. So Colin Moriarty and all them guys, you have a passion for PlayStation. Other people have passion for Xbox. Whatever they do is what they want to do with their time. So piss off.
Yeah. Especially with the Colin thing, he built a whole channel, a whole little website network thing off of basically the console war thing. We all know where he came from,
Right.
with IGN, with Greg, and all the stuff that happened there. But his whole thing is console war, and that what kind of confuses me, especially with him. He knows what he knows what he's doing, but even though he doing it, it's bad for you. And there's a lot of people out there like that right there.
Yeah, I can't stay. I hate it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's so many.
100%.
It's so I'm sick and tired of the people in the community. It's a dude who I used to like. I say names, and this not got nothing to do with Dirt or Sean. Danny Pena, Paris homeboy. They have a show called Gamer Tag Radio. They're literally called Gamer Tag Radio. It used to be nothing but Xbox. And then he started getting the people like Paris and stuff on, and it went multi-platform, which is fine. So I stopped listening to it a lot more than I used to. It used to be one of my go-to shows. Okay. And lately, his whole thing is the console war is stupid. These are grown men with families. Go outside and touch grass. But I'm like, hold on. You doing the exact same thing that we doing. You just, some reason you feel like you on a higher horse than us. And I think they feel entitled to do it because they just want to look down on somebody. I'm like, hey, you ain't looking down on me. No, besides my height, but you ain't looking down on me. So those type of people, and they want us to go away, but you don't have to click on us. Like you're on Twitter and seeing us for a reason. Like somebody you follow is over here. Somebody that you talk to or you interact with is interacting with us, because we're not going to search any of y'all out. Usually y'all coming to find us, and some reason y'all talking about us. So our last topic of the day, then we're gonna get these guys out of. Y'all know we do an hour show on Saturdays, and we get in and get out real quick on Saturdays, and resume. Now, I want everybody to have that Saturday. I usually just stop, chat with them, make sure everybody doing good, and have them and go about their day. Usually we read the chat, but they are lit today. I don't know how y'all.
Shout out to the chat, bro.
Shout out to the chat.
I love you guys.
It does get difficult now. Really, I'll be honest with you. Like, that's pushing like 700-800 people. I'll get 3 to 5, depends when my chapters are there. It does get difficult sometimes because when you try to pull up links and looking at certain things, you do miss certain chats, and either I see or Dirt sees it, and it does get difficult at times. And it's not like we're
when
doing
you
it on
by
purpose or
yourself.
something.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we try like when we do TTS or WBG, especially like with TTS is a 2 month show. I'm trying to set up certain scenarios and I'm trying to get prepared for it. Like either set up there or set up something funny, and I don't really look at the chats because I'm trying to set something up, and it's difficult. And I'm sure like when people have 2,000, 4,000 people in the chat, it's extremely difficult, bro, to
I,
follow the chat.
I don't even know
Yeah.
how y'all do it. I really
Like,
don't.
hey, so like Sean said, when I'm doing Dark Man and Sean doing TTMS, it's extremely difficult because it's just us, right? And like people will say, Dirt, I just sent you a DM. Like, dog, I'm on here by myself. I can't really look at it right now. Because something I learned a long time ago, I never went to school for journalism or nothing like that, but dead air is a
Mm-hmm.
no-no. I do know that.
Yes.
When you're doing something on the radio or podcast, you cannot have dead air, bro.
Correct.
That's people leave when it's like
Yeah.
if it's dead air for 30 seconds, people leave, bro. For the most part. So when people say, "Darn, let's hit your DM," now if it's on WBZ, that's different. Sean's talking, Joey's talking, R&B's talking, Dev's talking, so I can do that stuff while they're talking. But when you're by yourself, it's a different ballgame. I try to look at the whole chat, but and I do, of course, but it can be difficult when you're by yourself as opposed to when you're on the show with other people.
Yeah, and the thing about it is like, cause we have the same chat basically, and they get wild. So they have literally the chat makes me laugh through the show, especially on Saturday.
And the chat is awesome, bro.
Chat is great, and the thing about it is you try to read it, but you don't want to miss because I done Victor made about 7 height jokes today. Some bitch, some bitch.
Bro, the chat. Listen, let me tell you something about that chat, man. I love the chat, bro. They be
Yeah,
roasting me, right? And like somebody said, Dirk, man, you let the roast. Listen, bro. Listen. If you think I was really sensitive to it, why would I be repeating that shit?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's funny.
yeah,
The jokes be
Entertainment.
funny, bro. I have thick skin, obviously. Bro, so the chat is hilarious. And I do not know how people don't interact with their chat. I just don't get it, dog. What are you saying so important that you can't read the super chat? What are you saying so important you can't acknowledge what the chat is doing? The chat is awesome, bro.
yeah. And I don't like even like I just started getting super chats, but it's crazy that I don't see how people wait to the end of their show or something like that to read the super chat. I'm like this. It defeats the purpose of the super chat because they probably trying to say something to the topic that you are
Yeah,
going
on
at.
that topic, yeah.
And so
Yeah.
and like I said, I appreciate the chat. It was
It's
just,
out of love.
100%, bro.
Snooki Jackson, it's out of love. If it was some straight up racist pieces of shit coming up in here,
yeah,
that's different.
yeah. I
These are
haven't had that
now,
yet.
I do feel a certain kind of way if I never seen their name before. Like, hold on now. Who are you? I never seen you before. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
But like most of the people be homies, man. Like, yo, we homies, right? You ever seen us and bro, I grew up like that, roasting each other.
Yeah.
That's right.
We grew up like that, man, talking shit to each other. So that's how I look at it here. Y'all the homies, we chilling, we talking shit to each other. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? The only thing is y'all know how I look, and I don't know how y'all look, right? So I can't talk about you. I don't know how you look. But that's the only thing, man. It's all out of love.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I know some people say it can be questionable sometimes, but if it's the same name, guys, just talking shit like with each other and that, like what Dirt just mentioned, if I recognize your name, we know it's out of love and that. If it's someone that's out of the blue, like who the fuck's this name? What is this name? Never seen it before. Then
Yeah.
it's a bit of a sticky situation. Like, has this guy been listening but has been quiet, or is it just one of them dudes trying to come and give a dig or something? When you like make fun of me, or I'm riding my camel, Aladdin, blah blah blah, and Six Layer and these like homies come in, Yobi and these guys, I know it's out of love. They're having jokes, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When they come and talk about there being dark skin, space, blah blah blah, it's out of love, bro. So we
But
understand that, bro. So it's like we're just roasting each other. We're just making fun of each other. That's the whole point. As long as it doesn't get out of pocket or someone out of the blue comes, then it's fine. But if I recognize the name, it's all good, man.
But like Sean said, sometimes we don't know who. It could be a white person with their jokes and shit. I'm there. There has been some white guys with their jokes, so I don't really know. So it's kind of like I know some of y'all are black, obviously. I know some of y'all are not black, so it's kind of like it's a fine line, right? It's a fine line, and like Jamal Leedy said, some people be maybe trying to get their racist rocks off. But if I don't know you and you
Yeah.
come up in here like, who is his name, bro? Hold on. I don't know you to be cracking jokes on me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fine line, but at the end of the day, we having fun, man.
Yeah.
We having fun.
And that's what this whole thing about is about having fun, joking around, you know, talking about one of our passions, one of our hobbies. And the thing about it is, hey, I have more fun with most of the time with the chat, just roasting, because like you said, we've been doing it
100%.
than I do on some of the topics. And I mean, that's the way I like you said, grow up. I mean, you couldn't go to school without being able to roast even a little bit. Or you didn't have no friends, because your
I
best
got good at it too. Yeah.
your best friends. Your best friends are the ones you got to always you had to wait for, because they was the one waiting for you. Like one of my homies I see every day at work. Like I ain't got my dreads retwisted in a little bit. He was like, "Dang, you got worms in your head." Like, God damn, you didn't even wait. It's 7:00 in the morning. I
Right. Yeah.
ain't got my
That's
coffee
how
yet.
my job is too, bro. You know.
So
You got, yeah, you're right.
yeah, so that's how it is, you know, and we always appreciate the chat. So our next topic, and we're gonna kind of put two topics into one, and it's about Game Pass. Game Pass is on fire right now, and we're gonna do the port begging. Oh man, who we got? Muhammad. Oh no, y'all know I'm bad with name. Diallo.
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 He has
What's
joined
going on,
the
player?
He has joined the chat, joined the chamber. What's going on? And let's see, we also got the homie Jay. Remember, he says, I think he said dirt like what the dirt. What was going on? What you
D
writing?
like Earth? Yeah?
D like
Yeah,
Earth.
D like Earth.
D like Earth. Sometimes I cringe when God says certain things to you about your skin tone. Yeah.
I mean, I just don't know, certain things, but I just
And
whatever, man.
unfortunately, I think me and Hector and probably somebody, I can't remember who else, we kind of started that. I didn't think it was gonna keep on going. Like
I call my one man podcast One Man Dark Man, bro.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you seen
And
his
that's
merch?
because of the chat there. The chat made that name up.
Yep.
Do you know what I
somebody
mean?
did make that up, didn't they?
Yeah. And you went with it.
Yeah, they did. But like, bro, I'm a silly guy, man. If it's all out of love, let's have fun.
I'm
Like I
just,
say,
yeah, we're just
I would talk about your ass back, trust me. But I just don't know how some of y'all look.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
the name of my show, this show right here, it was named from the chat. The name of this, the Ray Ray Was Right show, that came from y'all chat actually. So it's all love. We all here. We all gonna have fun. Now, I know y'all have seen it, especially after the showcase. The port begging. We kind of hit on it with the Christopher Dream thing, but we have people out here just it's gonna come to Xbox, and all because Xbox, that little rumor came out, and now this is what we got. What do y'all two think about the port begging? And then after that we're gonna talk about Game Pass.
Well,
Dirt.
port begging is, it's funny because, like I said several times this podcast, Xbox didn't have a lot of games before. Now they do, and now these PlayStation guys want these games. But they feel entitled that they don't have to buy an Xbox or a PC, and they want them on their platform, and it just doesn't work that way. So yeah, they're port begging for. Oh man, you know what? I actually want to play that game. Hellblade looks great. At least be like J-Tech and get a damn Xbox Series X at least.
Buy Xbox.
They said he been playing Xbox games like crazy lately, bro.
Catching up, bro. That Game Pass, baby.
Hey, listen, I know he will probably never admit it, but he enjoying that Game Pass. He's enjoying that shit. He'll never admit it, but they say he was playing Starfield, he was playing Rise of the Rome, he was, what I'm saying? But look, but at least he got an Xbox, whether somebody bought it for him or not, at least he got an Xbox. Guarantee he play Hellblade and all that shit when it comes out too. But as far as these other guys port begging, man, I know Microsoft is like, they're flattered by it, right? Like, damn, they really want our games and shit. Like, they really begging for our damn games. and I think it's hilarious. It's funny to me because that didn't happen last year. I'm sorry, last year, like people wasn't port bagging for Sea of Thieves
Mhm.
or like State of Decay. They wasn't. They wasn't begging for none of them damn games in the Xbox One generation. But now Xbox has this huge library of games on the way. They port begging their ass off now.
It's
We want
great.
Indiana Jones. I want that game. I want Hellblade 2 on my PS5. It's
Get
funny
an
to me, bro.
Xbox. Get an Xbox.
Get an Xbox, hole.
And it's and I don't want to. I'm gonna let Sean go, but the thing about you, it's not like I seen the Indiana Jones meme when he was the professor and he pointed the chalkboard. It's like it says, "Go buy an Xbox."
Yeah, I saw that.
It's not a. This is not a hard concept, right? If I want to play, like one of my favorite games of all time is Twisted Metal. We have talked about this many times on the show. It's Twisted Metal. They haven't put a real Twisted Metal out in over a decade, right?
Yeah, it's been
Past a
years.
decade. They didn't have one last generation. If Twisted Metal come out, I'm not gonna sit there and cry like, damn, I wish it was on Xbox. I'm gonna go buy it on PlayStation and I'm gonna play Twisted Metal. I don't care what nobody say. That's what I want to do. No, they too busy pocket watching everybody. Let's go buy a fucking Xbox. And then with Xbox, you can play it on cloud, TVs, phone. You have too many options not to play. Not to say I don't have the option to play Xbox. You have the Series S you can go buy, and nobody know. You don't have to tell nobody your gamer tag that you're playing them. Go buy it and get the moving. So Sean, what do you think about the port begging?
Just like what you homies were talking about, there's so much games on the Xbox platform right now. It's unreal. The amount of games that's gonna be coming out in the future as well. And just remember, some of these games were supposed to come to the PlayStation. If it was Starfield, if it was the Hellblade, well, Hellblade 1 came to the PlayStation, so people recognize that game as a PlayStation game. Indiana Jones, that should be coming. Elder Scrolls, Fallout games. Starfield was one of the big games. You know how many people were crying over that game? They're still crying over that game. They can't. They still talk about that game till this day, bro. And this is a flop. It's because of Game Pass. It's because of Phil Spencer. It's because of Xbox. Even though it's like the top 11 best-selling game last year, it's still a flop. So, see what they're talking about port begging. It's gonna get worse because all of these games, you gotta remember, if for example, like Ghostwire Tokyo and what's the other one, Deathloop, if them games weren't time exclusive, Phil Spencer would have taken them games away for sure. No contracts, nothing. Them games, like, look at what ZeniMax is doing already. I know them games are time exclusive at the time. They have dropped Deathloop. Deathloop. What's the one again? Ghostwire Tokyo, Hi-Fi Rush, Redfall, Starfield. Now they're dropping Indiana Jones, guys. In the space of what? 3 years?
Yep.
Look at the amount of games that's coming out from one publisher. ABK is on board right now. And the biggest thing we've been hearing right now for Xbox, they're going after the IPs, Disney IPs. They got Blade. They've been port begging for that. Indiana Jones is that other title because it just reminds people of the movies because it's Harrison Ford. That's what they nailed with this game so far, and hopefully we get to see more later at the showcase this year. So this is why they're asking for these games because all of the games that's coming from Xbox, they were supposed to come on the PlayStation, like ABK games. I'm not sure about the ABK, but let's stick to the ZeniMax games and these other studios we're talking about. They got the games all working. They got the Fable games. You got the Hellblade. You got Avowed as well. Forza Horizon. Like, these are the games that people want. Even though, like, when Dirt talks about State of Decay, now they're port begging for these games. Now they're talking about bring these Xbox games because them games, they were laughed at them games back in 2018. All of a sudden, they want the games and they want the new games that's coming from Xbox. You saying like John Campy and these guys, why I want to play on my PlayStation? I don't want to play on PC. I don't want to play on Xbox. Xbox is second class. That's the type of shit we're talking about.
You did say that. Second class. Yeah, you did.
Second class. And that shows the mindset. That guy's is a smart dude, that guy. He's been in the industry for a long, long time, like 2-3 decades. That guy's been in the movie industry. So he knows what he needs to do. He knows what he's talking about. Besides the gaming space, I'm saying, he has a big influence when it comes to that other space. So poor begging is going to happen. It's going to get worse and worse. And like when you mentioned like JTech, he got himself an Xbox. Buy an Xbox is simple. The Series S is like $150.
Yep.
Like, are you really 150 if you want a Series X that's like 400? Get yourself an Xbox. You don't need to buy the games at $70. Buy yourself fucking Game Pass. Go to CD Keys. Go to these other websites to get it cheaper if you complain about price. At least you can play all of them games. All of them backlog games for under one subscription service. It's doable, man. I just don't get it. And as time goes on, guys, it's gonna get worse for sure. Let me give you a prime example before we close out. Outer Worlds 2. If that's an exclusive, you think this PlayStation 2 is going to be mad?
Yeah.
They're going to be upset because the first one was available on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
We'll see how it plays out, player.
And the thing about it, Xbox just in December just broke records for, and I don't do sales because I really don't care about console sales, but they just broke records for console sales in December. So they back on. I think they back with ahead of the 360 in the generation.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
So
No, the one, because they were always above the 360. They're above the back above the Xbox One now.
Okay, in pace of selling consoles. So it's not a 3-to-1 thing. It's not a 2-to-1. It's we're behind because of the way Sony's selling, but that's not the model no more. That's not, somehow we're not behind in revenue. It is what it is. So let me get the chats. First, let's get Jay. Remember, he says, "My bad for the stroke super chat." It's all right, bro. You got Vic, the motherfucking click, the homie. He said, "Let's go. My little bro Ray Ray has come up in the numbers, not height, not height. So don't."
Shit, man. Height, man.
Yeah.
How tall are you actually, Ray Ray?
I am 5'4" and like 3/4. I'm almost 5'5".
Hey. Oh, you 5'4", Ray?
I'm serious 5'4". I'm 5'4".
Are you serious, bro?
I'm dead serious.
I'll fuck you up.
No. Hey, don't let the hype fool you though.
Hey, Sean, man, from Texas, you know they be carrying in Texas, cuz.
Yeah, bro, we don't need to carry. I got my hands on weapons, though.
Hey, don't let the hype fool you. I could go.
Everybody,
yo, Ray will come and I'll give you a fucking knee, bro. Don't a knee in your face, POS.
Everybody.
No wonder. Nah, it makes sense to me now. You piece of shit. Listen to me. Now I know why you hate Rocky 5 and that. Now I understand. It makes all sense, bro.
Oh, Sean, nobody likes Rocky 5.
Nobody liked Rocky 5. Is so trash.
Rocky 5 was trash.
They was literally fighting in trash. They were fighting in trash. Literally.
Bro, yeah, you might have been. Listen, now I know why you're upset for. Now it makes sense to me, Ray. There, you always wanted to be like Rocky 5'10", 5'11", but no, you're 5'4". You POS. It makes sense. Hey. Rocky 5 is the GOAT now. It makes sense to me now.
I was a running back, so me being short always helped me. So I never had no problem with my height. I don't
know what you're running, bro.
You running back,
You're running back, yeah.
I mean, he was probably tough to tackle. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all can go look at the stats. They still online. They still online. The scholarship is too. Y'all better recognize. Yes, I got a short man complex too sometimes. But it's all right.
Yo, Ray's beard's bigger than this fucking frame. POS.
And let me read the rest of his shit.
Ray, you didn't think I had that picture of you when I did that Rocky skate?
Yeah, I forgot. See that. I was like, is that Ray right there?
Yeah,
Ray, bro.
I was in the video. It's in my video. He got it directly from my video.
I don't give a shit. Listen, you think I don't listen? I'm always listening, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm always listening.
And speaking of that, I got a camera. I'm gonna start doing videos. I don't know about the podcast. I know I'm gonna start doing videos on camera, coming up. But I like. I like. He's like, shit. He got the. I like. He did watch the video. He got my picture right there.
Yeah, just make sure you when you got the camera, so make sure you have a booster seat as well.
Come on, Sean. Be nice.
Oh man. The chat getting me but it's all right. He also said not height, but so don't try to play my bro. Hey yo, Dirt Sean. he was trying to take up.
What's going on, Vic? You know who gave Vic that name? That MF. I'm the one who gave him that name. The MF in the middle.
He's a motherfucker. Let's see. Agent Slugger says, showing support. What's good, panel and chat? What up, Slugger? Hey, Slugger.
What's good on Slugger? What's good, player?
Slugger's the one. He was Slugger. It's a couple people like Mitchie, Slugger, Vic, and I can't see who else, but they was here like the day one show. Agent Slugger came up with this thing called you know what, Embracer, right? The group. He called they couldn't spell my chat couldn't. This is why I call my chat literate. They couldn't spell Embracer for the sake. They was playing a bracer like a
With an A?
yeah, with an
Oh
A
shit!
with
Not
not
with the E and M.
no M in there, just a bracer.
A bracer.
A bracer.
Oh
A-
shit!
And I'm sitting here like, oh no, y'all gotta stop this. And to this day, they won't stop. They won't spell it right just because of that one mistake. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody coming out. We're about to get out of here. I'm gonna let everybody go about their day. He said, "Sean, that's fucked up." Jamal, he said, "Yeah, Sean, that's fucked." But yeah, I want
Me and Ray are gonna get into 5. We'll do the Rocky 5 scene again in the my rings outside. I'll grip Ray. I'll grip Ray by his beard and swing the bitch around. Don't worry about it.
We one of these
outside.
My rings outside.
That's
Ray
such a
Ray.
dumbass. That's such a dumbass statement. That's the dumbest movie. But one day we're gonna have to do a movie podcast. We're gonna have to do one of old movies, like 80s/90s movies.
I be doing that all the bruh. I be doing it with like when I record. Me and my daughter be about watching 80 movies and just be talking shit about it. I be doing it when I be recording myself. Bro. I would love some shit like that.
Hey, y'all ever seen Guyver?
The Guyver?
Yeah, not
I'm not
MacGyver.
sure.
That car is about a car or something.
No, about them goddamn like alien people.
Oh yeah,
The
I was
Guyver?
thinking about the raft. Yeah, the Guyver. I did see that. It was like the early 90s or the 80s, right?
Yeah, late 80s, early 90s, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I did see that shit.
Who's
I don't
in it?
remember it though.
Shit, no names. no,
I don't remember it, but I think I saw it, but I don't remember.
He had
it.
a suit on, like the superhero, like had like a suit. He used to have like this suit,
Yeah.
and he was fighting like little aliens, and like
Yeah,
it creeped me out because he
I
kind of
might
twist their
check it
head.
out.
He twist their head and shit. It'd be like ooze falling out, and I was a kid then, so
You know, Matt, it sounds familiar. Do you remember that one with Damon Wayans?
okay,
what you talking about, Blake man?
Blake man. I was like, I like Blake man. I fuck with Blake man. Blake man.
Yo, yeah,
Are you talking about Blake man, Sean?
yeah, bro.
It's like dun 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 dun.
Really should reenact that story.
I don't do. Damn, hold on. Mark Hamill was in Guyver. I didn't even.
That's who was in it. Yeah, Mark Hamill was in it. Yeah,
Mark
that's
Hamill.
exactly who was in it. Cause
Yeah,
I did see it back in the day, bro.
Yeah, that came out 91.
Oh, 90, yeah. I figured it was the early 90s. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of TV, bro. I grew up in a partying household. My parents had parties every freaking weekend, so I used to be in my room playing video games and watching movies, bro.
I think we all like back in the. Well, I don't know if this is a black thing. It might be a black thing, but you know, every like Saturday and Sunday, everybody get together and they had a little parties, and the kids got to go outside and play or go in the back room or something.
Yep.
And this when you
That
start
was
hearing.
There's a few. I'm just looking at it right now, bro. There's a couple of movies out. Like there's about 3-4 parts. Different. It'll be different actors.
Yeah, I never seen Guyver Dark Hero. I never seen that one, but I
There's a
seen
TV series as well.
Yeah, that movie it creeped me out. That movie creeped me, but it is a superhero, and I just remember nobody like every time I ask somebody how they seen it, they like, nah, I haven't seen it. It's kind of like that Mandela effect with the Sinbad movie.
Yeah. Shazam.
Shazam. That I swear to God I seen that movie, but I can't tell you nothing about it.
Man,
That's the problem.
People say that it was so bad where they actually made a spoof where Sinbad was dressed as a genie because people kept on talking about like a Sinbad genie movie that didn't happen.
Exactly. Yeah, and
Are you talking about like the comedians?
Yeah,
Sinbad?
comedian Sinbad. Comedian
Yeah,
Sinbad.
okay.
Yeah,
He said, yes, it was funny. He said that shit never happened, but they just did it as a spoof later. Like,
yeah, you got Shazam and you got Kazam, and everybody like, nah, I seen it. Like, tell me who was in it besides Sinbad, and nobody can tell you because it did happen. Because it
didn't happen. Bro.
It did happen. Oh shit! Somebody said Knight Rider. Knight Rider was.
That was the shit.
It was, and
I was never into that show.
You know what? I was like it.
It wasn't like I wasn't like dedicated to it. You know, like you watch it when it was on.
Yeah, I ain't even do that.
Like the same with the homies in the chat talk about A-Team and all that. You watch it when it's on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was too young for Knight Rider when it was like going, but it was a show called Team Knight Rider, and they had a whole bunch of cars. Yeah, because it only lasted one season.
Oh yeah. All I remember is people do not realize how popular Mr. T was back in the day. You know,
Oh,
He
man.
was the man, bro.
Mr. T was
Everywhere.
popular as hell. He had his own cereal that tasted just like Captain Crunch, bro.
Yep.
It was like little T's instead of like Captain Crunch. It was good though. It tasted just like Captain Crunch.
Remember he tried to be a wrestler in real life and how that
Hell
went?
yeah, I remember that shit.
Him and what's the dude?
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, but
Roddy Piper didn't
Yeah.
like him in real life, you know, because
Yeah.
you know, like it was like WrestleMania 1 and Roddy Piper didn't like. He was like, man, listen, man, you an actor, you shouldn't be here. And Roddy Piper was about to beat his ass in real life.
Do you remember his movie as well? The one with the glasses when you see like the aliens or some shit.
They Live? What you mean? Do
They
I remember?
Live.
That's the classic, Sean.
Yeah, that's a dope
That's
movie,
a
that
freaking
bro.
classic, bro.
you remember when
That's a good movie, that
remember,
bro. When he wears the glass, like, oh shit, what's going on here?
Bro, that's a class. That's an 80s classic. They Live is a freaking classic. Though.
remember when his name was Zeus in wrestling, but it was Tiny Liston. He was
Hell yeah.
Debo.
Hell yeah.
He had that big ass eyebrow.
No holds barred.
Yeah, he came in was it WCW was in? I think it was WCW, and he came in, he couldn't wrestle. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, hold on, wait. So you talking about like the movie or like when he tried to really wrestle in?
When he tried to really wrestle, like they made the movie in No Holds
Terrible.
Barred, but
Terrible.
that I don't even think they
He was
finished it.
terrible, bro.
I don't think they even tried to. I don't think they finished that gimmick, that act. I think it just
It was
stopped.
terrible.
Oh,
Hey
no.
man, don't forget they did the movie and it was so trash back then that Zeus said, F the movie, let's go to WWF and fight for real. Remember? Macho Man and Zeus versus Hulk Hogan and
Yeah.
Beefcake?
Oh,
It was terrible, bro. It was terrible.
like those
Hey, man, you
gimmicks
showing my
back.
age.
Those gimmicks back then to what?
Are we still live?
Yeah, we still are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those gimmicks back then we could not do today. They had some awful, like the
That shit was
Shockmaster,
corny, bro.
Shockmaster,
Shockmaster, like the Garbage Man,
Glacier.
people with jobs and shit. That shit was trash.
What's his name? The Brooklyn Brawler. He came with a holy shirt.
Brooklyn
and shit.
Brawler with the dirty ass.
Came out-
hey, then we had that guy. It was one guy that was dressed up like a hockey player. Remember, man, I was a huge WWF guy. The man was so much trash ass. See, but that's something that the NWO did. NWO made Vince McMahon realize you can't be having no stupid ass gimmicks.
correct.
Like, you know, like a guy with a job and shit, a garbage man. So that's when you realize people just got to beat themselves.
But shit, that was kind of
That's what NWO did.
that what Dusty Rhodes was. He was a plumber. He was an everyman.
Yeah, he was.
But
Oh,
all
yeah?
right. Hell yeah. All right, everybody. We about to get out of here.
Brett School Brett.
Brett did
Jake
screw
the Hey man, but see the chat old as us. I see these niggas we talking. They ain't just as old as us. That's why I love y'all, man.
I see somebody said Jake the Snake.
Y'all can't relate to what we talking about.
Said Jake the Snake right there. You know he still wrestles.
Mm.
I don't watch AEW, but I know he's in AEW.
Yeah, it does.
yeah,
Bro,
yeah, he
they
is
fuck
AEW.
him, Sting, and these guys, bro.
They
like,
never retire, bro.
Yeah, they
Ric
did.
kept
Flair is
going, man.
AEW now. He's not wrestling, but he's there.
Yeah, and you know,
Yo,
Jake,
Ric Flair still does a bit of he does bits and bats though, like behind the scenes,
yeah,
Oh, absolutely,
like practicing and just keeping himself going, bro. It's like 80 or some shit.
bro. Ric Flair still be getting. Hey,
Yeah.
I want to make sure when I'm his age, I still be getting buns.
Woo! Hey, you know, like Sting, he lives in the city below us. I've met Sting in Waxahachie before.
Okay,
Oh,
Jake,
that's dope.
and Jake the Snake, he lives somewhere up there. But you know, he had. If y'all ever see, if y'all love wrestling, go see Dark Sides of the Ring. That shit right there.
Yeah, bro.
That's a show, ain't it?
That's
yeah,
a show,
it's a show.
that.
Yeah, it's a show.
Yeah, this show, but that shit brutal, bro. Like they be telling the truth.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I watched a couple episodes of that shit.
Yeah, the Ben Wild one messed me up for a while.
Doink the Clown. Come on, Rails, keep bringing up. Oh my god.
All right.
Oh,
All
man.
right, guys, we gonna get out of here. Let everybody get their Saturday on. Y'all have a good one, and we will see y'all next week. This at 9:00 on Saturday, and on Wednesday at 7:15. That's what it is. 7:15. Guys, where can we find y'all to it?
You just look outside and that's it. And look up
Come
in
on,
the
Sean.
sky.
Look into the
Don't-
sky.
don't
Look
say that
into
shit.
the sky.
No, listen. I was gonna do that. Hello. But anyway, you can find us. Listen, guys. Shout out to Ray, man. Ray, you doing a great job, bro. Keep
Thank you.
doing what you're doing, man. dropping videos on doing your podcast as well. I know you're looking for a new panel member, and you will definitely find someone, bro. As time goes on, you kind of find
Groove, yeah.
you'll figure out your show, and that's what happens, bro. After like a year or two, you'll figure out like this is the type of direction I want the show to go in, and hopefully when it comes to your main podcast, the Echo Chamber, you'll figure it out. By hopefully this year you'll figure it out properly, like how to do the show, what people you have on the show, if it's a new panel member as well. So you're doing a good job, and shout out to the people. Like we always say this, me and Dale always talk about behind the scenes. These guys rock out with us, man. I could do like, for instance, like when is that Tokyo Game Showcase? You got guys coming in like it's 4 5 a.m. in the morning for you guys. It's 10 a.m. for me. When I'm live streaming the Tokyo Game Showcase, they're there, bro. Like you get over 150, 180 people, and that's like the real homies in the chat, man. That's why I love these guys. And without these guys, we ain't shit.
Yes, sir.
So you can find me on TTS on my channel, bro. But listen, good job, man. Everybody hit that like button. If it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe to Ray as well, man. And let's get them up there.
Thank
Let's
you.
get going.
Thank you. And WBG.
My chapters, March 2nd.
March 2nd? March 2nd? They trying to get mine away, but I ain't going to let them. Make sure y'all go watch WBG at 5 o'clock Central Time. And Dark Man is on Wednesdays, right? No, it's Wednesday.
Thursday.
No, Thursdays. Thursdays.
Thursdays at 6 o'clock.
And you got the Attic
Eastern
Show.
Time.
You got the Attic Show also on Wednesdays, right?
Yeah, Wednesday.
So, y'all have a good day. We will see y'all later. Thank y'all for showing up. Peace out.
Last super.
Oh, I got a super? Okay.
From Wick the motherfucking click.
Vlick says, awesome episode, guys. Ray, you piece of shit game. Piece of shit game tonight. Game. He want game night. I don't know about
bro,
tonight.
Listen. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that back hopefully this year. When my house is ready, bro, I'll have it all set up like properly again, man. Cause I miss it, bro. It's a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, we had one a couple weeks ago, and it was real fun. People were getting drunk, but you could tell how old people is. They start falling asleep during the game night.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Like, what was the name of that game? Was it Guys?
Fall Guys.
I remember that game.
Fall Guys.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, remember the time you let me win? You piece of trash.
Yeah.
I was trying to win. I was actually trying to win for real. Then I failed.
Yeah, I was trying. Man, that game was kind of fun though.
It was.
That game was up to 60 players, and I remember we once got like we got up to like 30 something players one time. That shit was fire, bro.
It was fun, bro. It was fun.
And like I said, we will have one soon. I just gotta set it up. I can't do it today. Today my sister's birthday, and I'm about to go to Mansfield. Let's shoot for next week, guys. Let's shoot for next week, guys, and we'll have one. We'll get out there. We'll see what game. I don't know what game we'll play. They want to play Halo all the time, and I suck at Halo, but I'll get out there with them. But all right, we out of here. We'll see y'all next week with all the shows, sir.